Hey there, Super Potters. His name is Aaron, and he's wearing his Hello Kitty slippers today.
His name's Tommy, and he does the do.
And you're listening to the SuperPod Saga.
When I edit this episode, I'm gonna cut that like right in the middle, and then have like the end of it after the theme song.
Oh, perfect. So it sounds like I'm singing it the whole time.
Yeah.
That's right. The SuperPod Saga is the podcasting program you're listening to. If this is your first time listening to us, this is the show where Aaron and I, and oftentimes a guest, will discuss a specific video game topic, and people listen to it for some reason. I'm happy they do.
Yeah, I mean, we are the cocoa wheats of podcasts, I suppose. But yeah, people listen, so thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Cocoa Wheats, say thanks, Cocoa Wheats.
Say thanks, Cocoa Wheats. Our special guest today needs no introduction because there is no special guest today. It's just Aaron and Tommy today. The SuperPod Saga Classic, the original flavor of SuperPod Saga.
Tasty. It's
super tasty.
Plain cream of wheat as opposed to cocoa wheats again.
I'm upset that I never got to taste New Coke because it was so bad that they went back to Coke Classic. But I was too young.
When did New Coke? I'm gonna look that up. When did New Coke come out?
I thought it was in the early 90s. I could be wrong.
That looks to be right.
New Coke.
I'm looking at
1985. Holy cow!
Damn. So I mean, you didn't really. Get
I
a
didn't
chance
exist
to try
yet.
it.
No.
I'm looking at. I was googling cocoa wheats to see if it still existed, which it does, and now I'm looking at a brand of cereal from Target called Cocoa Chimps.
Cocoa Chimps.
Yeah, it's got a monkey on the front, and it's literally just Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Wheats is 93 years old.
And they've got. Oh my god! Okay, are you ready, Tommy?
Yeah. Yep.
They've also got Leapin' Lemurs.
Okay.
Koala Crisp.
Panda
Puffs.
Animals.
Yep. Gorilla Munch. And Amazon Flakes.
Huh. All right.
I want Gorilla Munch to be my new Discord handle. That's good.
Hold on. According to Wikipedia, for Cocoa Wheats, in 2005, an Indianapolis Monthly writer spent a week eating food produced in Indiana, including cocoa wheats. He wrote, "I sit down to breakfast, humming the jingle for cocoa wheats made by Little Crow in Warsaw. Cocoa wheats can't be beat. The creamy hot cereal with the cocoa treat. Well, guess what? Cocoa wheats can be beat. They're pasty, only vaguely chocolatey. I don't like them any more than I did when I was 8 years old."
Also, I love
Brutal.
how the previous owner of Cocoa Wheats is Little Crow Foods. Caw!
Yes. Caw! We love our crows here on the SuperPod Saga.
We're a big fan of crows here.
Big crows fan. We're also a big fan of video games, and if this is all messed up because we don't have a guest, where can people find us talking about video games on the internet? Aaron?
People can find us? Yeah, this is really weird without a guest. Or guest, not guest. Jesus Christ.
Son of a bitch.
I know, son of a fucking biscuit. People can find us at superpodsaga.com. All of our previous episodes, our blog. You can leave a review on the website. You can email us or something, find our socials, or our support page with our Patreon.
Patreon.
Yep, $2 or $4 a month. That's all we ask. You get cool bonus episodes, and we even have stickers now. It's $3, which even covers shipping. Buy a sticker for $3 that includes shipping, and yeah.
And you can get a sticker. You can put it on your laptop, put it on your fridge.
You put on a turtle, put it on your wall. Yeah, or your car.
Put it on the back of your hand.
Yeah. There you go. Plaster it over both lenses of your glasses.
Put it on your TV screen.
Use it as an eye patch. That'd be cool.
An eye patch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The possibilities are limitless. We could literally spend 3 hours just saying things that you could put the sticker on.
We could. I've got more. Put them on your Xbox, your PS5. Put them on the floor.
Bottle of Coca-Cola Classic.
That's right. Your vintage new Coke that you bought on eBay that will taste terrible when you open it. Do not open it, but put a sticker on it.
Oh, we have some glass bottles of Coke from the 80s. My dad does. They're special editions for Iowa Hawkeyes bowl games, and I can't imagine how bad those would taste.
I wouldn't chance it. You probably get really, really bad stomach rot from those motherfuckers. I bet.
That's
I mean, I
been
guess there's
fermenting since the 80s.
it's alcoholic now, not your
um,
father's Coke.
what's our topic today, Aaron?
Well, we're gonna talk about rare games, and
Rare games.
I thought we'd spice it up by talking about both games made by the company Rare, the beloved video game creator, whatever, and also talking about like hard to find and valuable games. So rare and rare.
Yeah, it's a double episode. We got a double trouble, toil and bubble
Double,
episode.
double. Yep. If you,
Aaron, what is a double in basketball?
that's what? That's a basketball
It's
term?
a yes. What is a
Uh
double?
I'm going through the terms I know. I know traveling, that's when you move without dribbling. I know free throw. No, I don't know.
A double is when you have two statistical categories above 10 points or 10. So either like 10 points and 10 rebounds or 10 steals, or those are basically the only stats. So it's two of them of at least 10 is called a double. You can also get a triple double and sometimes a quadruple double.
Jesus Christ, I never would have guessed that.
Stats. We speaking of stats, we asked our Discord users this question. Aaron said, "What are some of your favorite Rare games? Either games made by Rare or games that are scarce and valuable." What a coincidence if that's what we're talking about today. And so we're going to read those answers, and you can go to the Discord too and type in an answer, and we will read it on the air. Caller Dracus Beast King says Sky Gunner because that is rare and Banjo. I mean, it is a rare game to find.
I'm gonna look that up. I think I looked that up before, and it was only like maybe $20. But hang on, Sky Gunner PS2.
Sky Gunner. Oh yeah, that is a PS2 game. I like that cover.
Ooh, wait, $70. Complete in box. Never mind. That is a good one. Yeah, that's pretty hard to find apparently.
Yeah, and Banjo-Kazooie is also a video game.
Yeah, video game made by Rare.
Made
Great
by
game. Great game. Oh yeah, that was my Banjo impression. Anyway, Bachwheel. He says favorite games made by Rare: Donkey Kong Land, Star Fox Adventures, and Diddy Kong Racing. My obvious choice for a Rare game is the Dark Spire, produced by Atlas for the Nintendo DS. I like the Dark Spire. That's a good one.
Dark Spire.
It's got a really cool art style. It's like one of those
Oh,
posters you get in like the 80s or 90s. It's like all black, but it's got like the colored outlines.
It reminds me of that Darkest Dungeon.
Ooh, yep, I can see that. Yep.
That's cool. Let's see. Bill, GNC Podcast Network says, in terms of value, definitely the Lunar series, especially Lunar 2. As for rareware games, I'd probably say Conker.
Yeah, good picks. Lunar series is yeah, they're definitely fucking expensive. I think there's one of them got a remake for the PSP, and even that motherfucker is like $100 tops at the current moment in time. Crazy shit.
Super crazy.
Hey, Nomad, Retro Wildlands. He says the original Silent Hill games, 1 through 3, are absolute horror masterpieces, and while I've never played 4, I really want to. Except they're really fucking expensive now, and that gives me a sad.
Yeah, every game is so expensive now.
Those are insanely fucking expensive. I think the first Silent Hill, which has not been re-released on anything, I think maybe like the PlayStation Store or whatever. I typed in the Silent Hill. What the fuck? What am I doing?
Just the one Silent Hill.
yeah. They're expensive and crazy.
Aaron, you're an expert in this. Why don't game developers? I'm assuming it's like a difficult thing, but why don't they just like make these games to order? Like I can't imagine it'd be too hard for someone to say, "Hey, I'd like Silent Hill," and they're like, "Okay, let's just print it on a CD rewritable disc and ship it to them."
That I don't know. I mean, Square Enix kind of has something like that on their website where you can buy like older Final Fantasy games on the website and then they'll ship it to you. And I assume that's what they do. But yeah, I don't know why. Like Konami, you think they would do it because they're all about money.
Yeah,
and like people would pay. Yeah,
people
probably
would pay money for it.
$20 a piece sounds pretty reasonable. Maybe 10 for like for like older games, but if you could get like the first Silent Hill for 10 or $20, I fucking buy it because I want to play it on my anything.
I mean, even if they charged, heaven forbid, $60, you're at least still getting a new game instead of a used copy.
Yep. And you would, and if they also did that, it would totally fuck up all of the prices that games are going for on eBay, which is a good thing because collector prices are fucking stupid.
Yes,
no one should have to pay $100 to play Silent Hill on original hardware. It's stupid.
No. If my dad can burn Lethal Weapon trilogy on a CD in the 2000s, then Konami should be able to burn Metal Gear Survive onto a disc.
No, I don't think that's the game anybody wants. I see where you're going.
Sure? Going back to the Discord, Exit said, favorite rare game, Shadow Tower. Favorite rare game, Donkey Kong Country.
What the fuck is Shadow Tower?
I like how he wrote that. I'm assuming it's a video game.
Well, oh, it's a PS1 game. Looks spooky.
This is what was the? We got Dark Spire and Shadow Tower.
Whoa! I'm looking at a screenshot of Shadow Tower, and there's just a skeleton walking down a hallway.
Lots of skeleton spider. Oh, it's FromSoft.
There's a mushroom man. Look at him. He's adorable.
It's a FromSoft game.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I kind of want to play this now, except it's $100, so I can't.
You just can't.
Guess I'll have to emulate it.
No, that's pirating.
No, I don't care. I'll be the.
Shut
up. Hey, Adam, Revival and Extinction. He says, I don't know if it is considered rare, but the price for it sure is high. And that is Spider-Man: Web of Shadows. Yeah, those Spider-Man games on 360 are fucking expensive for no reason.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really annoying me about this is like these aren't games that are particularly like good or sought after, but because it's an old game, the prices are jacked up.
Oh, this one was on PS2. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking games that were on the 360 that are now.
It's true.
There's a bunch of games that are on the 360 that are now fucking super expensive for no reason. Like there's other Spider-Man games, like Shattered Dimensions, I think, is one.
Yeah.
And for no reason at all, they're expensive. And of course, they never made them backwards compatible, I don't think. So the only way to play those is to buy those expensive. So I don't. You could probably emulate them, I guess, but yeah, it's just dumb. Dumb.
The lasting legacy for me of the Spider-Man games on PS3 were they used the same font, the Spider-Man font and the PS3 font was the same, so it looked super cool.
That is cool. Spider console, Spider box.
Yeah, Sony owns both, so they can use whatever font they want.
True. Yeah, fuck you and your font.
Let's see. Next up, Scrapdog15, that son of a bitch, says, long-time lurker, first-time responder, but two of my favorite rare games would have to be Battletoads and Sea of Thieves.
Those are both good. Sea of Thieves is surprisingly really, really cool if you have a bunch of friends. You just goof around on pirate ships and stuff. Yeah,
it's a unique game. Where else can you play an open-world pirate game with friends where you go around and do pirate stuff?
You can vote to lock somebody in the brig, and that's cool. You just have one person in the jail cell at the bottom of your ship.
We accidentally did that to a friend, and they're like on a timer. You can't release them. They just have to wait till the timer is up.
That's awesome. Rip, friend. Rest in peace, buddy. The Butcher 21. She says, I have a physical copy of Too Human. I decay about its rarity, but they had to destroy all the remaining physical copies at some point due to some legal shit.
That sounds rare.
I looked it up. It's not. It's like $7.
Oh, well, I assume that's just because of the game and like, you know, the history of it. Because it was like supposed to be one of those. I don't remember the specifics because it came out 2008. Okay, that's way later than I thought it was. But it was one of those that was hyped up to be like the next big thing, and then it came out like a wet fart.
Yeah, they had a huge trilogy planned for it, but yeah, I don't know that it reviewed poorly. I'm pretty sure it reviewed either pretty well or like middling. But what was it? It was they tried to sue. What was it? They tried to sue. What's the big engine everybody uses? Unreal Engine or something? Yeah. They tried they tried to sue the maker of some engine because they didn't give them the proper tools they needed to make the game, but then the engine maker turned around and sued them for, I think, what's it called when somebody tries to make someone look bad, like make a company look bad?
It says here Epic's countersued for copyright infringement, breach of contract, and misappropriation of trade secrets.
Oh, there we go.
And Epic prevailed in the lawsuit.
Yep. And so they they had to burn all the remaining copies of that fucking game, and yeah, all right.
It says here also that the right stick was used for melee combat, so there wasn't really camera control.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. They had fixed camera angles that swooped all over the fucking place. It was nuts. It was an interesting game.
Interesting game. That's it, though. That's all the Discord answers.
That's all of them.
You listening right now should go and join the Discord and write an answer for our next question.
You're right, an answer. Like, write it in there with your finger.
I would love if someone sent me a letter about video games.
That'd be cool. Imagine if we got like fan mail, like actual fan mail, and they sent us like, "Hey, hello, Aaron. This is your fan from overseas, and I've sent you a rare quill or something." And it's
rare quill.
I don't know where I was going. I was trying to think of something British, but I guess like a pound or like a British dollar. I don't know.
British dollar. Yep. No. Yep. I think that would be cool too. I would respond to every single letter if someone wanted to send me a letter, because that's cool.
Yeah, be our pen pals.
Be our pen pals.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did the pen pal thing in elementary school?
I do. I don't remember who the fuck my pen pal was though.
Well, mine never wrote back. I wrote. I made my letter more extravagant than reality, because I was like, I want these people to think that we're in like the smallest town with like no electricity or anything. So I was like, the water in the well ran out and we're not sure what we're gonna do.
No, you didn't really write that.
I did, yeah.
Holy shit, like we're trapped in the fucking 1800s or something. We've all contracted the bubonic
plague. So I can't imagine why they didn't write back.
Oh man, they were probably like this is way too much sensory overload. They crumpled it up and like tossed it in the trash, but they missed, but didn't care enough to throw it away.
Yeah.
I don't know who mine was. I remember not putting a whole lot into it though. I'd just be like, "Hey, how are you? Hi, I'm good. I like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Anyway, bye."
And then you wait a month to get a response.
I don't remember anything that they said. I think maybe they said that they also liked Pokemon or something. Because I was like the only kid in our fucking grade that liked Pokemon.
If you are listening to this podcast and you were pen pals with Aaron in the 90s, you need to reach out.
That's Aaron Clausen of Iowa. There cannot be another Aaron Clausen in Iowa. Yeah. Spelled the same, Klaassen. There's no way that there's another Aaron Clausen with that same spelling in Iowa. There's no fucking way.
Okay, you might be surprised, because I went to get my wife's ring repaired, and the guy saw my last name and was like, "Are you from Iowa?" And I'm like, yeah, I am. And he's like, "Oh, I knew some rankings too." And he listed them off, and I'm like, I have no idea who those people are. They were just a different group of rankings in Iowa that are completely unrelated to me.
I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up. Let's see. Aaron Clausen, Iowa. Hold on. Oh, yep, that's me. Yep, that's my Facebook. All right.
Okay.
Ooh, official USA records. There's my old landlord. May he rest in shit. Whoa. This one's from. Oh, there's an Aaron P. Clausen in
no way.
Bridger, Montana. He's in his 40s. Aaron has reached 60 years of age. It's also possible to call Aaron by other names such as Aaron Clausen, Aaron B. Clausen, Aaron P. Clausen, Aaron P. Clausen, A. Clausen, and similar adaptations. Hey,
good for him.
Hey, Aaron P. in Montana. Message me. Hit me up.
Hit him up. We need to know more.
Oh, there's one in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. What? Whoa. Okay, this is gross. Let's move on.
Okay. Do you know how they got the name of Cedar Rapids, Iowa?
No.
You'd think it was because of the rapids named Cedar Rapids, but when they first went over the hill and saw the rapids, they're like, "Oh, Cedar Rapids there?" That was a joke my dad always told me.
No, I get it. That's adorable. Cedar Rapids there. Oh, fuck.
Speaking of jokes, let's continue the podcast.
Oh,
we're
shit.
we're gonna talk about rare games, and this is your topic, so you started off, Aaron.
Okay. Should we reveal to the people, like, who's doing what? Or just, like, just go? Like,
Just go. Just
okay.
go. They'll figure it out. They're smart.
Okay. My first rare game, one that was mentioned by, I think, Scrap Dog, that son of a bitch. Battletoads. Hey, Battletoads, everybody.
Battletoads.
Yeah, Battletoads. The old NES beat 'em up. It's insanely difficult. There's way too much shit that can kill you, especially the land or not the land speeder. What is it? There's this part where you're
Is it
on.
a hoverboard?
It's like a hoverboard or like a motorbike or some shit like that. But I've never ever gotten past that level for as long as I've lived.
No, it's super difficult.
And yeah, Battletoads is surprisingly fun until you get to that level, and then I think they've had like 5 games so far. Battletoads. Nope, that doesn't count.
There's a Game Boy one.
Anything made by Tiger Electronics does not count. Yeah, Game Boy, Battletoads and Battlemaniacs, and Ragnarok's World.
Crossover
Holy
with
shit.
Double Dragon.
Yeah. The arcade one's pretty good. I think that one's in a rare replay. Oh yeah, and then the remake in 2020.
Yeah,
No one is
which I don't
surprisingly
believe
good.
was received well by critics.
What? I thought it was great.
Yeah, average score of 66 out of 100 on PC. 72 out of 100 on Xbox.
Fuck them.
I
thought it was
wrong.
They are. I thought it was fun.
My only experience with playing Battletoads was playing it on a website in college and not being able to get very far at all. And I was like, well, it must just be because this is on the internet. It wasn't even like a downloaded ROM. It was just like on a website.
Oh yeah. My previous job. Well, yeah, my previous job. I did customer support for Xbox Network shit. Yeah, there was a website you could go to. It was like a JavaScript NES emulator, and I played a lot of Tetris, and I played a lot of Contra, and it fucking ruled.
You used to be able to do cool stuff on the internet.
I mean, you kind of still can.
It's not the same, Aaron.
What do you mean?
Like, did you use Stumble Upon in college?
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up though.
It doesn't exist anymore. It was a button. You could just, it had a big list of things, and you'd click the things that you'd like, and you just hit the stumble button, and it bring you to a random website related to your interests. And there was so much cool stuff on the internet back in the day. There were just dumb little websites that did single things, and now
That's
everything's lame.
I mean,
Everything's ads, Aaron.
I mean, you have the random page button in Wikipedia, so that's kind of cool. You can do, what's that game people play? It's like 20 Ways from Hitler or something like that, or 20 Shades of Hitler, where you just keep going from like random page, or you go to a random page, and then you try to find some link to like Hitler or whatever, and like try to get to Hitler in like 20 pages or something like that.
Yeah, that's what the internet's come to, that we need to play 20 Shades of Hitler and have fun with it.
Battletoads, though. Rash, Pimple, and Zitz.
Was that their names?
Yeah, Rash, Pimple, and Zitz.
Oh, those are good names.
I think it was, yeah, Rash is the leader. He got a, he made a camp, or I guess he's a guest character in the Killer Instinct reboot, and he's super fucking cool. Like, he still does, like, the shape-shifting shit. Like, he can transform into a wrecking ball for one of his combos. He turns into, like, a boot. Yeah, it's super cool. Like, yes, they tried to rip off Ninja Turtles, but at the same time, Battletoads is its own fucking awesome, goofy, shape-shifting, cartoony thing, and they're great. I wish they would make another comeback.
Yeah, there was an animated pilot by DIC Animated.
Oh, it was terrible. Deke.
Deke. Okay, that is how it's pronounced. And they were trying to ride that wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they had Battletoads, they had Street Sharks, and they had Extreme Dinosaurs.
Dude, Street Sharks was so fucking bad. I don't know about Extreme Dinosaurs.
Extreme Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
It's a spin-off of Street Sharks.
What the fuck? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's cool.
Not just dinosaurs.
This one's just
dinosaurs.
This one's it's just a pterodactyl with like a scuba tank on him. What the fuck?
Oh, I love their names. Listen to these names. There's 2 groups: the Extreme Dinosaurs, the Raptors. Oh, there's more groups. Okay, T-Bone, Spike, Stegs with a Z, Bullseye, hard
with
rock.
with a Z.
The Raptors were bad rap. Hacks with 2 X. And Spitter.
Spitter was voiced by Terry Clausen. I don't know who that is.
Oh!
Whoa!
He's got to be related to you.
No, he's
It's
got
spelled
one less
differently,
A.
isn't it?
Yeah, one less A.
Yeah. Still, though, he probably just didn't want people to get confused.
Oh, dude, in the Quadranians, there's Argor Zardock, who is also voiced by Terry Clausen. And then there's Shedra Bodzak.
Other villains, Gort, voiced by Terry Clausen.
John Rathbone. Oh my god, dude, Porcupine Duval. This is great. Great show.
Porcupine Duval.
How many seasons are there of this? One season. 52 episodes? Yeah. Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Hey, Battletoads, though. That's all I had for Battletoads.
Battletoads. I wonder if they're going to make another one. I don't know if we see a new Battletoads for like another decade.
Yeah, I doubt it. It took us this long to get the remake in 2020, but yeah.
What I've got is rare games in the sense that there are few of them, or they're valuable, or some other things that I decided. And I am excited to talk about some of these games because this is going to be a fun time. Let me find my first note while I do this. While I'm looking, Aaron, when it comes to buying a game, digital or physical, what is your thought process when it comes into the price?
If it's way just exponentially cheaper to buy digital, I'll do that. But if there's like maybe a $5-10 price difference between physical and digital, like I'll probably go physical. But yeah.
Okay, so if I told you there was a game that is available in the PlayStation Store right now for $5, or you could buy the physical version for around $650 to $1,000, which would you pick?
Can I guess as to what the game is?
Yeah.
Is it Poop Slinger?
It's Poop Slinger.
Okay.
It's Poop Slinger, Aaron. I can't believe you knew this game existed.
So there's a popular YouTuber I watch sometimes. His name is Metal Jesus Rocks. He's a video game collector. He has this game, and yeah, tell us. Did you write down why it's expensive or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, this is from Joseph Yaden at Digital Trends. It's an article from 2 years ago that I'm getting this from, because it's important to cite your sources. It was website Limited Rare Games, which is not Limited Run Games, posted an April Fool's ad for Poop Slinger in 2019. But it was an actual game that they released. There were around 840 copies, but only 84 of them were bought by consumers. So there's only 84 of them in the world. And the company is out of business, so there's only 84 copies, which is why they're so expensive. But I think this one is unique that you can buy the game right now on the PlayStation Store for $5.
Why? What do you think happened to all the copies they didn't sell? Did they just throw them in the trash?
Oh, they almost certainly trashed them.
Okay.
Or they're in a storage facility somewhere.
Ooh, we need to track those down. Let's go. Let's do our own. What is it called? Storage Wars. We'll start our own Storage Wars team and bid on. We'll bid on different.
We're looking for Poop Slinger. We're out here specifically for Poop Slinger.
Yeah. And have you ever seen the show before?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, we watched it religiously in college.
Okay. Yeah, like you can't look through. You can just like look into the storage unit. So we'll just be like, I bet there's Poop Slinger in there, and then we'll spend like $1,000 on the storage unit, and there's zero Poop Slingers.
Poop Slinger in there. That box looks like it holds about 760 copies of Poop Slinger.
Like Tommy, you see how big,
the right size.
You see how big that fucking microwave is? I bet you could hold like 6 copies of Poop Slinger in there.
There's got to be Poop Slinger in that microwave.
It's just a broken microwave that doesn't work.
We open the box and it's like gold medals from the Olympics in 1947. We're like, trash.
Spider-Man #1, mint condish. It's like vacuum sealed. T-Rash.
I don't want it. Can we just give this away?
I'm looking at the a photo of the back of the box or whatever for Poop Slinger. It says, grab hold of your favorite Poop Slinger, load it with your favorite poop, and start slinging. Poop Slinger is a casual poop launcher game where poop and slingshots combine for one heck of a smelly experience. And it's just got a dude with a fedora on sitting on the toilet. That's cool.
Yeah, there's I believe this is a German website that is selling it for 999 euros.
Oh, good lord.
And it's all in German, which is fun.
We'll decipher it next episode. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about Poop Slinger? Or
No, I did not have anything else I wanted to say about Poop Slinger.
Okay. Hey, Poop Slinger, folks. Next, the next rare game I wanted to talk about is we've got to put like stupid emphasis on the words too. So rare game.
Rare.
The next one I had down is a classic that I still have never beaten, but I would love to. It's Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
It's
everyone's favorite Smash character.
That's right. And I'm still incredibly surprised that one, Banjo was in Rare, or not Rare, Smash Bros, but also that they were able to bring it to Switch. That's kind of cool. Hey, thanks Microsoft. For the very, very few who have never heard of it, it's just a collectathon platformer with a bird, or not a bird, a bear with a backpack with a bird in it, and he goes yeah, and he jumps around. He collects honeycombs for his health or something. He collects jigsaw puzzle pieces, and it's super fun. Just super fun to the areas. That's kind of like Mario 64 almost. Like you'll go into paintings or whatever, or not paintings. They're like summer. I don't remember how. You go into an area like a world, and you're free to explore and go different places. And I guess where it's different from Mario is that like in Mario, whenever you find a star, it kicks you back to the castle, and then you have to jump back into the painting. But with Banjo, you go to a place, you get a jiggy, I guess is what it's called, and then you just run around again, find more jiggies, and basically find all the jiggies, and you use those to open up new areas, and you can collect new moves that you can use to further explore and find even more jiggies. So it's got an almost Metroidvania kind of, I guess, Metroidvania light to it. But what is it? We saw Banjo-Tooie in 2000, which it's way better because you can I guess like fast travel to places. And then we got the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which everybody, well, I guess not everybody hates, but a lot of people hate. But it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I thought Nuts and Bolts was pretty fun. I mean, sure, it's not Banjo 3E that everybody wanted, but it was pretty good. And since then it's been re-released on Xbox Live Arcade. And then we got Rare Replay, and then Switch Online, and there's 2 Game Boy games, Grunty's Revenge and Banjo Pilot. Stop and Swap, we'll never know what the fuck that's about, but Banjo-Kazooie.
I would love, that's one game that I really want to go and play I'd probably start with Nuts and Bolts, just because it almost looks like when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I saw a lot of people saying like, hey, it's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
Which, that was one of the coolest things for me in Tears of the Kingdom, was just building stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what that game is. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it looks like. You don't, because in Tears of the Kingdom, you can build like anything, but in Nuts and Bolts, it's basically about like making cars and like vehicles and shit to get around. So you can make like rocket cars or like super monster trucks and shit like that, but it's great. There's lots of exploration too. If you can find a way to get on top of like houses and shit to get inside and find jiggies, and I don't know why I mentioned like breaking and entering with Banjo-Kazooie, but yeah, it's great.
So next question, obviously, when do we get a new Banjo-Kazooie game?
Fuck, I don't know. I feel like people have been asking for it for so long, and I feel like it'd be tough to live up to how good Banjo-Tooie was, but fuck, I guess if we got a Battletoads remake, we could probably get a Banjo-Kazooie remake or Banjo-Tooie follow-up or something. Imagine everything you love about Banjo-Kazooie, but it looks way less shittier. Like, it doesn't look like N64 anymore. It looks like gorgeous, whatever, 1080p, whatever, 4K, I don't give a damn. That'd be cool.
Here's an interesting thing. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but
okay.
The last Viva Pinata game and the last Banjo-Kazooie game both came out in 2008.
Holy shit.
Trouble in Paradise and Nuts and Bolts came out the same year.
Shout out to the Viva Pinata, which I didn't put on this list because I talked about it on our underrated games episode, but Viva Pinata is good.
Yeah, also a good game. Another game that
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing a comeback to. There's a lot of Rare games that like could totally have continuations, and instead they really haven't made much in the last decade.
There's a couple I'm going to talk about that that definitely there's a real deep cut too. So
Ooh,
it's not
exciting.
the next one though, but yeah.
Speaking of deep cuts, the next game on my list of Rare games is a game that you might not expect. NBA Elite 11. Do you know
What?
anything about NBA Elite 11, Aaron?
I do not know.
Okay, so let me give you some backstory on basketball video games. Um, there are essentially two big players in it. It's EA Sports' NBA Live series and 2K's NBA 2K series. NBA Live started in 1994, and 2K joined in 99 or 2000. I don't remember which year that came out. And they were kind of like battling back and forth. While Madden was like purchased, the NFL license was bought by EA, and the baseball license was bought by 2K. NBA has always had two games vying for that top position, which is like the dream, right? Because then they have to compete against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Up until NBA Live 10, after that they were going to do a reset of the series, and they were going to call it NBA Elite 11 instead of NBA
Elite.
Live. Yes. And they developed the game and they released a demo, and it was extremely poorly received. Like
No.
glitches galore, like unplayable, complete like in ways unplayable where you couldn't even play the game. So EA made the decision to cancel the game outright, right then and there after the demo was so poorly received. But there were around 11 copies of the game that still went out to the press or were given out in some other ways. And so there are only 11 copies that exist in the world somehow.
Oh my god.
And this is also from Joseph Yaden at Digital Trends that I got this information from. And boy, that really started the end of the NBA Live series. They went back to they didn't do anything for 2 years and then released NBA Live 14, 15, 16. No 17. Then they did 18 and 19, and then they canceled it after that, and the series is dead now.
God damn.
And
How
NBA
much-
2K is stronger than ever. It's a juggernaut.
How much does the game go for? NBA Elite 11?
Let's see. In 2011, a copy sold for $1,500. In 2012, there was a sale for $817.
Oh, man.
For a basketball game, you wouldn't expect one of those yearly sports games to be a rare, expensive game.
And it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that
why-
too. Yeah, it's unplayable.
That's something. I mean, I guess for collectors, it's cool to say, hey, I have a game that has only 11 copies in existence. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to pay $800 for something I'm not going to play. Man,
Yeah.
that's
Wild.
nuts.
Wild stuff.
Not to say that collectors are wrong, because that's, I mean, it'd be cool to have something that only 11, maybe 11 other people have.
That's something I struggle
Or
with
10.
so hard sometimes, is like the value of things.
Mhm.
Like whenever I think about getting into Magic the Gathering, I'm like, do I really want to spend money on what is essentially a piece of cardboard?
Oh, dude, and cards are so expensive now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we just went grocery shopping yesterday, and one pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is $7.99. That
Yeah.
shit used to be $3.99 back when I was like 11 or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And again, it's just a piece of cardboard that looks cool.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
We humans are weird.
Unless you get the one ring, which sold for like $1 million or whatever.
Oh man, don't even get me started on that. When they had that, I was like, this is fun. I'm gonna buy some packs and see if I can get it. Right? So I bought some packs, didn't get it, and then I like looked it up, and they weren't in the regular packs. They were only in the super special edition boxes, which retailed for $300 plus.
Ooh, that's gross.
And of course, those were then being sold unopened for $1,000+.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it took like what would have been a fun idea and just ruined it.
Fuck. The only, I guess, like possibly rare thing that I'm proud to own. I mean, yeah, I think we've talked about this before. Yokai Watch 3 sold.
Yep.
I want to know. Let's see how many copies that sold first. Currently, it's going for like complete in box about $361. I can't imagine very many people bought it, because it was like it was like right when they were phasing out the 3DS. They were like, nope, no more. The Yokai Watch 3 is apparently hard as fuck to find, but I have one because I because I pre-ordered it because I was simp for Yokai Watch.
This is different in a way, but I also like to think about the rarity of consoles too, because
Mm-hmm.
no one's going to make any more consoles, and those are just going to break over time. Like games will get scratched up and stuff and used, but in general, those will work as the years go on. But consoles, those are going to break down and just be broken.
Yeah, there's a lot of consoles that like the Sega Saturn in particular. That one, they say that the laser in it
Yep.
that reads the disc, they say that that's super hard to repair, and there's like very few parts available for it. So that one, like if the laser does go out on it, it's just like, well, I have a paperweight now, and that kind of
Yeah,
sucks
yeah.
too. But here's another cool rare game. This one was also on Rare Replay. It's Snake, Rattle, and Roll for the NES, and I guess also the Mega Drive / Genesis.
Snake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah, it's got a cool little theme song that went with it in the Rare Replay. It was like yeah, it's so it's got this isometric I guess camera angle, and basically what you do is you start off as just like the head of a snake, but you eat these little dots that add a piece to your body, and basically the point of each level is to ring this bell or whatever, but you have to have enough. You have to be heavy enough to ring the bell, so you have to have enough parts of your body to do it. And by the way, the things that you eat are called nibbly pibblies,
Oh, that's
according to
good.
Wikipedia. And yeah, so you eat those, gain more parts to your body, and of course, the more parts you have, of course, the longer you are, and that's like if you get caught in like part of your body, you're just kind of stuck and you have to restart. But it's a super cool game. There's only 11 levels. Yeah, Snake, Rattle, and Roll. It's surprisingly fun. Oh, they made a follow-up for Game Boy. That's cool. Sneaky Snakes? I'm gonna look that up. I didn't know that there was a follow-up to it. Sneaky Snakes. Game Boy. Oh, it's not even isometric. That's just a straight-up side-scroller. That's still kind of cool, though.
Did you know that Snake, Rattle, and Roll was influenced by the 1954 song Shake, Rattle, and Roll by
Oh,
Joe Turner? If you look it up, I'm pretty sure that's the song.
Shake. I mean, I guess that's probably where they got the.
Yeah, Snake, Rattle, Roll.
Yeah, that's the exact song. I just listened to like 3 seconds of it. It's the exact thing. Man.
Awesome. Look at that. We're learning so much today.
Yeah, we are. Nibbly Pibblies are cool too.
No one ever said the SuperPod Saga isn't an educational podcast, because it is.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Rare and expensive games. I don't know.
We didn't. I did. Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page for all of the Rare games. I had no idea they made so many games. Like, in my head was just Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, Sea of Thieves, like those kinds of things. But they have like a few dozen games.
Yeah, there's a lot of really surprising ones, like WWF WrestleMania. I never would have guessed that they worked on that.
Or California games. I've played California games.
Jeopardy? Yeah, I had no idea about that. Wheel of Fortune. They did a lot of those. Holy shit.
Double Dare.
Hollywood Squares. Oh my god. Narc. Time Lord. Digger T Rock.
Digger T Rock.
Oh, hey, yeah. Yep, there's Sneaky Snakes, the follow-up to Snake, Rattle, and Roll. Why are there so many Beetlejuice games, dude? Calm down with the Beetlejuice. Holy shit.
People loved Beetlejuice in the 90s.
I guess. They had that cool Cartoon Network show. Boom, 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 boom.
Did you know they're making a new movie?
That's
okay,
cool.
Me too.
Cool. All
right. Hey, you want to hear about some more rare video games?
Yeah.
Speaking of rare video games.
All right. Oh. Jesus Christ.
This one I got from author Nathan Sharp from thegamer.com. It's an article from 2021. Do you know the game? Oh shoot! I was on the wrong thing in my page. Let me scroll again. Still scrolling. Scrolling. It's not this one. It's not that one. Yeah, it's not this one. It's okay. ClayFighters. Have you ever played ClayFighters?
I have not, but I've heard of it.
Or I guess it's ClayFighter. I want to talk about this one because it is genuinely a type of rare game that will never exist again. There was a version of ClayFighter called ClayFighter Sculptor's Cut that was sold exclusively in Blockbusters. It had a new intro sequence, a brand new story mode, and 4 exclusive characters. Only in the Blockbuster edition.
Oh my god.
A sealed copy can run upwards $6,400.
Holy shit. $6,400, you said?
Yeah. And this is another one where everyone agreed that the game was bad.
They, that had Earthworm Jim also, didn't it? Yeah, it had Earthworm Jim, okay.
I remember seeing this game as a kid and being like, this is the best looking video game I've ever seen. Because it used claymation instead of graphics or whatever. And it looked real.
Yeah, very rare. I guess we haven't seen a claymation game for a while. I remember there was that one point and click game. I forget what it was called. I think it was called Clay World or something like that. That's the last one I know of.
And I like that it was ClayFighter 63 and a third. I always love when they mess with numbering like that.
This one's got a clown. Oh, that's cool.
Have you ever been in a Blockbuster?
I don't think so. We didn't have them in Iowa. The only movie rental places I know of are like Hollywood Video, Movie Gallery. What was that? What was that one? That one gas station at the edge of like Hayward that rented movies and games and shit.
I don't know. I only you could rent movies from Superstop in Ireton.
Yeah, I'll never remember the name, but I rented movies from there, and that was it.
That's such a small town thing. Let me tell you about renting movies in my hometown. They just had a wall filled with movies, and you would take it to the counter and be like, I'd like to rent this, and they'd write your name down, and you'd pay for it, and then when you come back, they would like check it back in, like almost like a library, but it was the gas station.
Oh my god. In trying to Google and find this gas station, I found a list on Yelp of the 10 best gas stations near Hayward, Iowa.
Oh man, there's a Yelp page for that?
I guess. There's a bunch that I don't know about. There's Coffee Cup Fuel Stop.
That sounds made up.
Sinclair, of course, there's like a million of those. Total Stop. Whoa. Sousa Mill, Uptown Standard Service. Come and Go, JJ's, Shell, Co-op, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. That's not what I wanted.
None of those are it?
No. I'll ask my mom later and I'll text you. I don't know.
You remember when there was the Casey's and they built another Casey's across the street?
Oh my god, yes, I do. And then there was in Hayward, and there's a Come and Go that had a Subway, and then like kitty corner there was that Casey's that also made subs, but eventually they closed down the Come and Go.
Yeah, they bought the Come and Go and were like, no more.
Yeah, and then it was like a textiles shop there for a little bit, and then they closed it down.
I remember when Ireton on Main Street used to have a sign that would just say like things that were happening in town, and it was like they had to put the letters up one by one. And then one day when I was like pre-teenage years, they changed to a digital one, and I was like, holy cow, we're like New York City now.
Alligator, New York City, baby.
Alligator, New York City.
Oh man! Before we go to my next game, what?
Yeah, I forgot. We have ads. The people that pay for the podcast.
Yeah, ad break.
Yeah, let's do an ad break.
Okay,
we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, Super Podders? Tommy here. I just want to give a big shout out to our patrons. They are all wonderful, stand-up fellows. Thank you, Adam, Jameson, Jared, and a novel console for your support. It genuinely means the world to Aaron and I to have such handsome, talented patrons. And I truly believe the universe will reward you in some karmic way for being a patron to SuperPod Saga. Thank you.
If you're a fan of coffee and you're looking for something different, I think we've got just the thing for you. That's Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee is not your usual coffee company. Of course, it's all sugar-free, gluten-free, all that stuff, because it's just coffee, nothing added to it. But they roast each batch of coffee beans to your order, and they've got just a bazillion different flavors to choose from. They've got your usual French vanilla, salted caramel, they've got Irish cream, of course they've got decaf, single origin coffees like Kenya, Guatemala, stuff like that, even what they call high voltage, which is extra strength, extra caffeine, but they have all sorts of other awesome kind of out of the box flavors. They've got ones like cotton candy, maple bacon, and even mint chocolate chip ice cream. And they're always coming up with new crossover flavors, like they've done a bunch for Nightmare Before Christmas, Indiana Jones, even Spider-Man, of all things. And they're also coming up with new seasonal flavors all the time. If this sounds right up your alley, feel free to use the link in our episode description and use coupon code SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off your order. That's SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off your order. And if you're not just in the market for coffee, you can also get some sweet mugs. They've got lots of cool shirts. They've got all sorts of different brewing equipment like French presses, stuff like that. Just head on over to bonescoffee.com, or again, use the link in our episode description and get 20% off. Get yourself a new interesting flavor and spice up your morning routine with Bones Coffee. I really hope you enjoy. I'm a really big fan of it, and I hope you find one that really hooks you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good one. It's really important to stay hydrated. They say to drink 8 to 10 cups of water per day to stay properly hydrated, but sometimes that can be difficult to do and completely inconvenient, and most of us don't feel like carrying a gallon of water with us at all times. But that's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Use it first thing in the morning, before a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night out, or on long flights. Man, in Iowa, the summers can be brutal. 90 degrees and tons of humidity, and that just saps the energy and water right out of your system within just a few minutes. Luckily, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. It's very important to replace those electrolytes, you know? And I just love how quick and easy it is to use Liquid IV. You just get one packet and a bottle of water, and you just pour that packet into the bottle of water, shake the heck out of it, and bam, you are good to go. Since using Liquid IV, I've felt way more alert, active, and just plain better versus drinking water alone. My favorite flavors to go to are the Yuzu Pineapple Energy Multiplier and the Tropical Punch Hydration Multiplier. I can't get enough of those ones. And what makes them even better is, like I mentioned earlier, they're packed with 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. And again, 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And they're non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy, which is just great. So you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code SuperPodSaga at checkout. That's 20% off anything when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code SuperPodSaga, SuperPodSaga at liquidiv.com. You have a great one, superstars.
Hey there, Super Podders! You may be wondering how Aaron and I, bumbling idiots that we are, managed to record, edit, and distribute our world-class podcast, the SuperPod Saga. The answer, dear listeners, is Zencastr. Let me tell you more. It is so easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen, knowing Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. It's an all-in-one service! If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute it to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code SuperPodSaga and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
Do you have one, or do you want me to do one?
I have one, but it's probably dumb.
Okay, I want you to choose. You jot it down, and I want you to
jot it.
Okay. Choose number 1 or number 2.
2.
2. Okay. Coming this fall to the theaters in 2025. We know and love the X-Men as they are today. Wolverine and then Cyclops and Beast and other ones, but Rogue, yep, that's
Storm,
a good one. Gambit, Storm, but now it's time for the next generation of X-Men. They're the Men of X or Gen X-Men. No.
Oh, Gen X-Men would almost work.
No, we'll do Men of X. There we go. They're a whole new generation of mutant superheroes. But of course, due to years of genetic inbreeding and such, their genetic mutations or superpowers or whatever have kind of they're kind of on the dull side now, but still super cool. First up is our heroic, brave, valiant leader, Clam Hands. He's a man with the body of a man and everything, but he's got clams for hands, baby. So he can clickety clack like with the best of them, but because they're clams, he has to submerge them in a really murky river for about 3 hours, otherwise they'll die. And then he would have dead clams for hands, and that's gross. They would smell really bad. But they can do the things that a clam does, like hold sand and water. That's it. Clam hands, everybody.
Toolman. Instead of having the claws come out of his knuckles, it's 2 different screwdrivers. On the left is the plus one, and on the right hand it's the minus. It's Toolman.
Brilliant. Oh, and another one could be like an Allen wrench, like those little, those little ones.
Yep,
that's good. That
one comes out of his feet.
Next up, we've got Comatose. She has the power to go into a coma at will. Whenever she wants, she can go into a coma.
Dude, that's me.
But she cannot get out. That's all up to biology and luck. So
that's me.
Yeah.
I can fall asleep anywhere, anytime, any position.
So you're coma. Okay.
Yes, I am coma. There's Soda Stream.
Ooh.
She shoots streams of soda out of her fingers.
That's good. What kind of soda? Is it like plain like soda water, or is it like
it's flat Sierra Mist.
Ooh, okay. That's good though, because they discontinued Sierra Mist. So that'll come in handy.
Yeah, because she was born in the 90s, so it still existed then.
That's good. It's flat and it's kind of gross and it's incredibly warm, like body,
too warm.
But it's Sierra Mist. You'll never be able to get anywhere else. Next up is Motor Man. He's got his entire upper torso is the engine block of a car, but his lower body and all of his extremities are the same. So like he has a lot of health issues because of it. Severe back pain and neck pain and all of that. So he sure does have like a man's penis, so he can fuck like a buffalo, but not for very long because again his body is a motor. I almost said mower. His body is a motor. It's Motor Man.
Deflector. He can deflect anything slower than a speeding bullet.
It's like a dodgeball, maybe.
Yeah. He thinks he's a superhero, but he's not.
He's just a regular dude.
The things bounce off him, and he's like, "Ha ha!"
I'm ball proof. I'm rubber ball proof.
A brick bounces off him. It hurts really bad, but he technically stopped it.
Holy shit!
My one weakness: guns.
Bullets. My only weak. Radiation poisoning. My only weakness. Getting fucking decapitated. My only one weakness. But that's all of them. Hey,
What's the Men of X?
the Men of X coming this winter or whatever to a theater, maybe
In
near you.
2025.
Yeah, 2025.
Thanks, Men of X.
Thanks, Men of X.
We're back. Welcome back.
Hello, we're back.
Whose turn is it?
I think mine, yeah, because you talked about ClayFighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, we'll go with Killer Instinct. I don't think the remake was made by Rare though, because that was all Microsoft and I think Double Helix or whatever. But
Yep.
yeah, the first few Killer Instincts were still super good, way ahead of their time. Well, I guess not ahead of their time. People loved them, but
They were right in their time.
they were exactly in their time. They had really fucking cool characters too. What I love about, or what makes me really love, certain fighting games is how like original the characters are. Because like sometimes I get bored of games that just have just people fighting. Like sometimes I want a fucking werewolf or like a robot or a man made of ice or a man made of fire, like or a raptor for fuck's sakes, Riptor.
Yeah.
And fuck, Killer Instinct had all those cool motherfuckers. They had cool levels. They didn't have like the gory what are they called, fatalities like Mortal Kombat, but they had ultra combos, which I know in the Killer Instinct reboot, they every hit of your ultra combo would sync up to like the music, like the background music, which was super cool. I don't know if they do that in the older ones, but they were still super cool. And Killer Instinct Gold, I think, was the last of like the original, because there was Killer Instinct, Killer Instinct 2, and then Killer Instinct Gold, which was an enhanced, I guess like not a remake, but an enhanced port of Killer Instinct 2 and on like Nintendo 64, and it looked really fucking good back then. It kind of used the like graphics style of like Donkey Kong Country, like how they had like photorealistic sprites and shit like that, but yeah, the characters in Killer Instinct looked pretty realistic, and the way combos work in Killer Instinct is also super cool. Like it's not as complex as Street Fighter or King of Fighters or other ones back in the day. It would be just like you just start a combo with like a couple of punches or kicks, and then there were attacks that you could chain into there incredibly easily. Like you start with like one punch and then two kicks, and then basically just keep tapping buttons in a certain sequence, and you do a combo. But they made it even easier in the reboot. You just go with like what's called a combo opener, and then a combo linker, which is where you just tap buttons, and then combo ender, and then combo breaker is one of the biggest things the game was known for, because you could just...
Oh, that was from Killer Instinct?
Yeah, like if someone was comboing you almost to death, you could do what's called a combo breaker, which is where you hit certain buttons depending on like I guess like the power of the move someone was using. There's like light, medium, and heavy or some shit. So if you hit like a medium combo breaker, but they're doing like a heavy combo, it wouldn't work. You would just die. But they could break out of a combo and stuff. Killer Instinct is cool.
Did you know that Entertainment Weekly gave Killer Instinct an A+?
Holy shit! Like the very first one?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Entertainment Weekly. I didn't even know they did video game reviews.
I didn't know either. That's cool.
Speaking of things that you didn't know, I've got a rare game that is so rare that I don't even think it exists anymore.
Oh.
I'm so excited to talk about it.
Okay.
I have a subscription to the Washington Post newspaper, which gives me access to their archives. So I just searched for video game and like started as far back as I could. And
of course, only you. That's cool though. That's really cool. Keep going.
And in 1991, someone, Plaid Software, let's see, what was it called? Plaid Plaid Software Group made a game called Spit on Saddam, which was right at the beginning of the Gulf War when people were angry about Saddam Hussein. It's an article about how people were making different things about Saddam Hussein, like golf balls with his face on it, toilet paper, stuff like that. And someone made a video game called Spit on Saddam. Let's see. The Saddam video game works this way. A spit smudge appears on the Iraqi leader's face when a Patriot missile knocks out a Scud missile. The more Scuds intercepted, the larger the smudge and the bigger the winner. And there's let's see. I'm trying to see if there's more quotes about it. But yeah, I was like, whoa, I need to know more about it. It was made for the Macintosh computer. I can't find any other information about this video game. So I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't exist. I found one other article that references the game, and it was an article about video games as war propaganda. But I want to know more about this. I can't find anything about Plaid Software Publishing. It doesn't seem like they exist anymore. There's a quote from the guy who is supposedly the president of the company, but it's a very generic name. So if anyone knows anything about Spit on Saddam, reach out to me. I need to know more.
What's the generic name? Is it John Smith?
I don't want to say his name because I don't want people listening to the podcast to like reach out to these person.
Okay.
Even though I just told exactly where the article is. They can do it on their own. Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is really weird.
And it's only in existence in this 1991 article I stumbled upon. Otherwise, I don't know if anyone else knows it exists.
So, like, did they actually make the game?
It was made and it was sold.
What the fuck? And there's I can't find it. Like, if I look it up on eBay or like anywhere else, I cannot find a copy. So, yeah, I'm with you. I don't believe that it even exists.
I saw it. Let me.
Ooh, I found a magic card called Spitting Dilophosaurus. So that's kind of cool.
Let's see. There was a quote from a person who was selling it in their store.
Like, I want to own this card just to have it. That's super fucking cool.
A new video game, Spit on Saddam, was shipped out last week, and Bomb Saddam and Insane Hussein bumper stickers are also hitting the streets. They sell quick, said district vendor Tracy Wang. As soon as we get them, they're gone. Carl, well, I won't say the name, a Maryland computer software specialist, was lucky he already bought his. So it was a game that was created and sold.
Ooh.
What do I think of Saddam? I think he's a poor excuse for a life form, is another quote.
God damn. I'm reading an article about it from thebeliever.net, and they very, very briefly, like, they just talk about how it's an early shareware game for Mac and the black and white line graphics at the time, blah, blah, blah. And, oh my god. Come on out, Saddam. 10 points gets a raspberry, while 30 buys a lung biscuit, which is unloaded in a hawking sound effect upon point and click. That's cool. So they had, like, spitting sound effects?
Yeah. That was the only other reference to this game I'd seen.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
My last rare game is a little bitty bit known as Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Hey.
I would probably go to prison if we talked about rare games and didn't bring this one up. But yeah, just a little one of Rare's. Well, I shouldn't say there are few M-rated games because Killer Instinct was rare. I'm sure they had other ones, but at least one of the few M-rated games on N64. Honestly, it's a little 3D platformer about an alcoholic red squirrel who's what is he trying to do? I know, like, one of the driving points of the game is that there's this, like, King Panther who wants to capture Conker because he is the exact height. So the King Panther has this fucking table beside his throne holding his glass of milk, but the table is missing a leg. So he wants to capture Conker to use as the leg of his table so he doesn't spill his milk.
Oh.
And Conker just goes around. He collects chocolate to refill his health. I forget what the fuck, like, his, I guess, big thing was, but it did a lot of had a lot of pop culture references in there. Like, there were a bunch of the Matrix references. There was Oh my god, there was that sunflower with the huge knockers. There was there was the Great Mighty Pooh. That was cool. And one of the best parts of the game is what is it? Like in the beginning of the game, after Conker gets like fucking blackout drunk, like blackout wasted, you can press the B button to drink an Alka-Seltzer. Oh, and then he talks to this like foul-mouthed scarecrow who points you in like the direction you need to go or something. He's like, "What the fuck do you want? Go the fuck over there," or something. And then it was remade for the original Xbox, and
Yes.
they censored it a lot, but it looks really fucking good. And it's even got like an online multiplayer, which isn't really the best, but also Conker's weapon of choice is this like baseball bat that has a shit ton of like nails and screws in it, so that's super cool. I think later on you get like a frying pan or something, but you also get guns later on too, but you'll always have that baseball bat with nails in it, and that's super cool.
I have a few things to say about Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Mhm.
When the first when came out, when was that? That was 2001? Oh, I thought it was earlier than that. So let's see, we were 10 or 11 at the time.
Or actually, he got the first one was Conker's Pocket Tales for the Game Boy Color in '99.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
I remember seeing all the, like on the Tech TV G4 channels about how it was all violence and swearing and stuff,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I don't like that at all. I don't want that in my video game. And I was like, that's a bad game for bad people.
Oh, if you hate that, there's a part where I forget what what like the goal is, but there's a part where you have to feed this cow prune juice, so it has like massive diarrhea and fills up this like sewer with diarrhea or something. I forget, but cow diarrhea. Yeah.
I just realized when you look at the cover for Conker Live and Reloaded, boy, that he's sitting on the what is it called, the cannon of a tank or whatever. The girl's touching it in a very suggestive way.
I never noticed that until you said that just now.
Either. And I also love how it's got the mature rating in the bottom left, but then over on the right says, "Warning, this game is not for anyone under age 17."
Oh my fucking god, dude.
I also, this is interesting. The Conker Live and Reloaded is not the most recent Conker related thing. Conker returned in a new episodic campaign for the sandbox game Project Spark.
Yep, I bought the thing.
You bought that campaign or Project Spark?
Oh, Project Spark was free, but I bought the Conker's Big Reunion bullshit. I unfortunately bought it.
What was it? Tell me more.
So yeah, like you said, Project Spark, it's like a big basically in Project Spark, you can make your own game. It's just like RPG Maker kind of, but you can make your own little game and you can program shit to do shit. But Conker's Big Reunion, it had this kind of pre-made little, I guess, campaign or like adventure you could run through with Conker, but it was super fucking short. But you could basically just make your own little Conker game. And that's it.
Huh. Oh, that's not
stupid. That's stupid, right?
The video for Linkin Park's Guilty All the Same was made using Project Spark.
Oh my god.
Fun fact.
Have you ever seen screenshots or anything of the Conker Live and Reloaded for Xbox? It looks it's so detailed for an original. I mean, original Xbox was pretty detailed, had pretty detailed games. But
that
it looks,
fur is impressive.
Yeah, or the bees, like the little fuzz on the bees and shit.
Yeah. It's surprisingly good looking for an Xbox game.
Then Conker in like the big reunion was not at all detailed. I mean, I guess it was detailed, but it wasn't as like fuzzy or anything like that.
Do we ever get a new Conker game?
They tried. There was one they were going to make for, I think, the 360. Let me see if I can find it. It was some like it was like medieval or some shit like that. Canceled. Conker game. Conker's Other Bad Fur Day, I guess. I swear to God, there was another one. It was
Other
like
Bad Fur Day. That's a great name.
Yeah, I swear to God, there was another one too. But yeah, they were going to make another one, but it got canceled for whatever reason.
Classic. My last rare video game. Speaking of classic, just wait till you hear this one. Have you heard of a game called Pepsi Invaders
Pepsi Invaders
for the Atari 2600?
No, I've never heard of that. I'm looking it up though.
It was a video game made. This one is from that same Joseph Yaden from Digital Trends 2 years ago. Credit to him. Pepsi Invaders. It was a game made by the Coca-Cola Corporation. It's just Space Invaders, except the aliens are the letters PEPSI, and your spaceship is a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Ooh.
It was created to give out to employees at a sales convention. So there was only 125 copies made that were supposed to be given out, and most people threw them away because they either didn't have an Atari or didn't care for it. So there was a copy sold for $3,500 in 2013, but there's probably less than 100 copies in existence.
Oh my god.
That's just one of those cool things.
I can't find a single copy on eBay either.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Pepsi Invaders. You said there's less than 100?
Probably. Only 125 copies were made total, but many employees were reported to have discarded their copies.
Oh my god. Holy shit. So the price for a loose cartridge now, if you can even fucking find one, is $2,200, and the last one sold was August of this year.
Oh.
There was only one sold in 2023. Basically, there's only like one starting with 2020. There was only one sold a year. So there was one in January of 2020, January of 2021, March of 2022, and then August of 2023. Before all that, there was one sold in August of 2013.
Oh, that's the one that I think was mentioned here.
Oh, I don't have the listing anymore either. Damn it! I want to see what the thing looks like.
Weird, right? It just goes to show you that there can be like rare games from anywhere. Like no one probably even knew this game existed because it was just given out at a single sales convention to employees of Coca-Cola. And then someone found it as like, this is valuable. This is worth money.
Wait, they gave it out to people who worked at Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess because you were shooting.
It was given
Pepsi
to employees at Coca. Yep.
Bro, what the heck?
And they just threw it away.
I might have found a listing for that. Nope, never mind. Fuck. There's a website called Atari Age, and let's see. Yeah, this person has a legit Coke Wins Pepsi Invaders cart, and oh my god. Yeah, that's fuck. I just want to see what it's like, man. Well, this person's got screenshots of it running on their TV and stuff. That's cool. Ooh, that doesn't have a sticker on it though. Yeah, that's insane. That's just like the Saddam thing. Like you just can't even believe it fucking exists because there's very few copies of the game out there. That's insane.
Yeah. Before we end it, can we talk about Sea of Thieves though?
Absolutely.
That's the only rare game I've played.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was actually when they first announced it, they were like, "We're making an open world pirate game. It's gonna be fun." I was like, "Sign me up! I'm the pirate boy." In 6th grade, I did a book report on pirates, and I made the trifold display with pirates, and I wore an eye patch under my glasses, which looked really stupid at the time. But
what grade was this?
It was like 6th grade, 8th grade. We had to make the trifold reports where it was the board with like the 3.
Oh, like World's Fair or something?
Yeah.
Okay. We had Japan, and we had to make. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we had to like make a food for ours or something, like a food for our country. And for Japan, we just made broccoli with soy sauce and sesame seeds on it. Okay, go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't. The place was sold out of trifold, like because it just came in like cardboard or whatever.
Yeah.
So my dad made one out of wood, and it was like a plywood. And it was like way bigger than everyone else's, and people were like, "That's not fair. He can fit more information on his." People took it very seriously.
Oh my god!
But anyways, as I was saying, they They had people sign up for the closed alpha, and so I signed up for it and got in, and so I got a sale that only people that were in the closed alpha can get. It's never been available any other time, so I've got a very rare sale in Sea of Thieves. Um,
That's super cool.
it's a very fun game. When it first came out, I was very disappointed because there wasn't a lot to do.
Mhm.
I didn't play very much, but as the years have gone on and they've added more and more and more and more and more, it is so fun and there's so much stuff to do. And it's something that I know Rare makes a ton of games, like they have a great variety of games, but you'd never expect an open world pirate game from Rare and for it to they just had such a definite vision for it, you know? When it first came out, it essentially just had like three paths. There was like the merchant path, there was the trader path. Those might be the same things, and like the bounty hunter path or whatever, where you just and those were the only things you could do. You could just collect bounties to do one of three things, and they slowly got more difficult and more complex, and you just gain experience in those. And now they've got like tie-ins with Pirates of the Caribbean, with the Tales of Monkey Island or Secret of Monkey Island. And they've got you can go underwater to like cavern places, and there's like a horde mode in those. It's nuts, and they even made it so you can just play alone without other people in it, which was like very against their original design philosophy, but still cool that they have that option. And one thing that they did that I absolutely love that they've stuck to is that there is as you like everything you earn is cosmetic. There's no becoming stronger, there's no becoming more powerful. And they said
Yeah.
they wanted to do that because if you were to stop playing the game and come back in a couple years, they didn't want you to be overpowered by everyone else who has played before. And they've stuck to that. So if you go and play the game today and you haven't played for 4 years, all your guns are the same level as they were before. They're at the same level of everyone else who's playing. And that was really smart of them to do. Like when I go back into Destiny, I'm so far behind on everything. I have no idea what's going on. All my weapons are garbage, and I have to replace them all. But
Yeah.
going back into Sea of Thieves, it's like going back to a new friend or an old friend.
And they've done a couple of cool crossovers too. Like they've done one with Pirates of the Caribbean,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
one with was it The Legend of Monkey Island or some shit like that?
Secret of Monkey Island.
Secret of Monkey Island, yeah. And yeah, I also enjoy Sea of Thieves. It's so fun to like for uh, me and I guess you also know Joey
Yep.
V will say
Mm-hmm.
he and I used to play it a lot, and we liked to challenge ourselves and get like the biggest ship, but only run it with just the two of
Oh,
us.
impossible.
Yeah, it was insanely difficult, but it was fun. I also like that there's like it's just made so well because there's this whole mechanic of like when you fall overboard, instead of trying to like swim to catch up to the ship or basically just being stuck at sea or whatever, you just go find like a mermaid and you can
Yep.
respawn at the nearest town or something, or you can get blackout fucking drunk because you have this endless thing of
Yep.
ale in the bottom of your ship. You can cook food. I mean, I guess it's not like the most in-depth cooking ever, but there's
Playing
just
music. Playing music
yeah,
though, where if one person starts playing a song and everyone else picks a different
mhm,
instrument, if they start playing their instrument, it just plays right in time and adds to the song.
and
Such a
it's
great touch.
and it's really fun to delegate roles to people too. Like you'd have
Yeah.
one person as the helmsman just steering
Mm-hmm.
the ship, one or two people running around and like pulling the sails or letting them down. Like one person on repairs in the bottom and another person on like the cannons and shit. And oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a good game. Why don't we
The
play this more? This sounds fun.
It is the way that they push you to actually use teamwork when they totally could have made it easier, like not having waypoints or not having you able to mark anything, and making you actually use the compass and
Yep,
actually use
yep.
teamwork to do the ships, and like not having the maps or a mini map turnable, so you have to figure out where you physically are on an island, is so good.
Yeah, you have to actually use your map and your
Yep.
compass to find where treasure would be and actually dig it up with your shovel.
And
Yeah.
it's saying like 7 steps from the rock, and you actually have to count out your steps from the
Yep.
rock.
And the enemies aren't ever
No,
super hard. Like it's just
no.
skeletons. What?
It's yeah, the enemies are just kind of run at you and shoot, but it's okay.
Yeah. That's a
Good
fun
video
game.
game. Good
Yeah.
game. Good game. That's it. There's
That's
there's no more rare video games, and there's no more rare video games.
that's right. Rare video games and rare video games.
Mm-hmm. No more. Where can people find us talk about video games elsewhere on the internet, Aaron?
If they want more of SuperPod Saga, which is the McRib of podcasts, they can head on down to superpodsaga.com. Yeah, previous episodes, blogs, social medias, Patreon. Because
Patreon.
again, you can either subscribe for $2 or $4 a month to get bonus episodes.
If you're a patron and on the Discord, your name is in gold? Or is it yellow?
Yeah, it's gold.
It's
We'll
gold.
go with
so
gold.
everyone knows
Cool.
that you're better than everyone else.
And you can add emojis to the server. You can add any emoji you want to the server. I don't care.
The crow emoji is quite popular right now.
Yeah, do not remove the crow emoji, or I'll be really mad.
The Patreons have taken over.
It's like a Mean Girls, but like the patrons, it's the patrons. The patrons have gone wild.
I really hope that doesn't happen. We have like no moderation at all.
No, people are pretty cool though. Like,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's a very cool place.
Yeah, come hang out.
And I get to pick the topic for next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to talk about our favorite licensed video games. And I mean favorite.
I might have a few.
Yeah,
you'll
be surprised. You'll be surprised when you start looking up licensed games.
Okay. Yeah, this should be fun. This will be fun.
It'll be fun. So if you want more fun, check that out. Check out superpodsaga.com. Check out our guest website and podcast. We don't have a guest today, so that'll be easy for you to do.
That's right.
And thank you for listening. You're the best.
Yeah, also check out our blog and leave comments on the website. Leave a review. Do anything.
Send us a pen pal letter at superpodsaga@gmail.com.
I promise you, Tommy will not reply to you as if he's in the 1700s.
Unless you want me to.
Writing a letter by gaslight. No, yeah, I guess that'd be fun. Yeah, if you want an authentic Bronze era.
I will write back to you as a Swedish immigrant.
Yeah, I'm a Swedish immigrant. I'm here to fix your pipes. Yeah.
Thank you for listening, though, to this wonderful podcast. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye.
Yinga dinga durgan. Give me a good hinga dinga durgan.
Yinga dinga durgan.